Hey guys, I don't know if my notification's getting out. This is Wright County, Minnesota. We're in the city of Monticello. Reports. Hold on, let me just not getting there. So as you guys can see, it is snowing out. Officers have been on scene. There's a park kind of behind, just down. If you look where the squad cars are, I don't know if you can really see that sign that's there in front of the squad cars. There's a park right there. That park, the victim was shot in their throat with difficulty breathing. Officers and SWAT have surrounded the house, and it's the house right there to the right. There's a squad car parked in the driveway right there, so it's going to be this house right here with the light on it to the right. We're in the 1800 block of River Street. They have one, from what my reports I'm getting from MN Crime on Twitter. Huge shout out to MN Crime on Twitter. And initially I found out from St. Cloud Crime Watch on Twitter about this call. So shout out to both of them on Twitter. We no, Ralphie, it's not. We heard about this, so I came out here. Initially, I set up on the other side of the squad cars, kind of over by the snowbank to the left over there. I did not know that that house was the house, and they possibly are have someone in the backyard area. So one of the deputies pulled up, let me know. Super great. Always had great interactions and relationship with Wright County. Sheriff Derringer is awesome. And so are all the deputies, and Buffalo PD, which is out here too as well. But he just informed me that there's still a possible suspect in the back that they're looking for. So basically he said where I'm parked is fine, you know, it's okay area, but he goes, I just wouldn't get any closer. He goes, it's not that they're trying to stop me from filming, but you know, possible, you know, gunshots can happen, right? And I'd rather not leave Wright County with holes, more holes than I came with, right? So sorry I haven't been live a whole lot. Actually, I was getting ready to, I just got done packing my truck up for my job for tomorrow and unpacked it for the job I was doing today. I've been super busy. Yeah, I mean, crossfire's a real thing too. So, I mean, even a little bit for my comfort, I'm a little bit close, but I'm okay with being here. I kind of gauge on how the officers are, and if you see them walking, they don't seem too alarmed. Monticello isn't, you know, it's everywhere. Crime is everywhere. There is no safe spot. Despite what some people want as safe places and safe spots, there is nowhere that's safe, right? So you can see the officers walking in. I don't know if I zoom in any closer, but you'll see them going into that house. Down in front of the cars there, where the flashing lights, they do have a... 242, they do have a crime scene unit up there.
We logged me in 1958 with spot 854 in service.
So I am actually parked in a parking, not in a no parking area, but this side of the street's no parking. The other side of the street you can park on. But one thing, when you're in emergency services, everyone parks on one side of the street, and you can see that squad that just pulled up. That's the reason why you want to keep as much of the road accessible as possible. But this is definitely...
Get relief.
Hold on. We're listening to Wright County.
Okay, did you?
So we are monitoring Wright County. Last night I was actually up in Mille Lacs County. I did a short, so a lot of my videos, I know I haven't been going live, but I have been covering news stories. Was at the shooting in Brooklyn Park, or I'm sorry, Brooklyn Center. That shooting, the person, nope, we were in Monticello in Wright County, Minnesota. That shooting, the person was initially in critical condition and then passed away. So that turned into a homicide investigation. And there was multiple calls that night. There was multiple calls. It was 2 nights ago. And there was more calls that night. And then I went up to Mille Lacs County. And then from Mille Lacs County, Crystal, the city of Crystal had one running and bail on foot. I got there, but it's just been non-stop with news stuff, guys. So I'm sorry I haven't been live a whole lot, but I did want to figure I'd go live. I'm sitting in the truck and we're monitoring. So those of you that are jumping on, the suspect's in the backyard of this house here, behind the white Trailblazer with the light up there that's on. The car, one of the squads is in the driveway, and then there's more squads in front of us.
540, copy channel 3.
Good.
I just made a bulletin from Hennepin for Maple Grove for a 1029, potentially unreported 1029. They don't have an address in that it could be, but the address it registers to is 11434 Town Center Drive. I'll also be making a CFS for you.
So I don't know what that is. That could be a maybe stolen vehicle. I don't know their codes in Wright County. So Wright County is northwest of Hennepin County. If you guys were watching last, I think it was the springtime, early summer, there was the 44-hour standoff that happened out here. Yeah, we're out by Stearns County too, so thanks, Ralphie. It's been busy in St. Paul too, guys, so we've had a ton of stuff going on in St. Paul. I'm getting reports of a lot of sirens going off. People are seeing like police flying all over. The roads are absolutely horrible. It's been raining all day, just that little misty drizzle. The snow, I had a report earlier today that there was snow, I think around, I'm gonna say 3 p.m. in Buffalo here, out where we are. It started snowing. It turned over into Hennepin County, I'm say right after sunset, and it has been snowing. Yeah, Ralphie, see, there you go. Ralphie's saying the east side is going crazy. All these side roads are super icy. I'm sliding all over. George Curious. Yep, that was in St. Michael. That's that 44-hour standoff. I'm gonna slow down the wiper blades a little bit. But this is a current active hot scene. The deputy that I talked to, thanks Karen, always weighing out the risk and reward benefit here, right? Will do. They did have multiple agencies respond, but all I'm seeing right now is Wright County deputies out here in Monticello. I haven't had much interaction with Stearns County deputies, although I did meet a not very friendly sergeant with Mille Lacs County, and then I did meet the sheriff because he came over, and he's super great. I'm probably going to end up going to meet up with him a little bit later, probably in a week or two. I gotta follow up on a data request out of Plymouth that I submitted like 2.5 months ago. The retention is 90 days, so I don't want to lose that video. But I can tell you, it's so refreshing to come out to Wright County. All these deputies, Buffalo PD, they're all super great. And it really stems from the leadership. Their leadership won't allow them to interfere. This county is super constitutional. The Sheriff Derringer, I'm pretty sure he ran his re-election. He ran unopposed as well out here. I had a chance to talk to him. We did a rolling interview for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I did not get much of my camera's malfunctioned, so I didn't get any video on it. But super great guy, open to recording. He wants the public to record. He wants feedback from his community. He told the state, you know, he's not going to enforce any unconstitutional orders out here. Hey, Ashley, thanks for being here.
County on 3.
So, and it shows how their agency acts. This is Monticello.
Service 1101. You're off to Monticello.
So they do have some more units.
2347.
Some more units coming out here. The deputy did tell me it's a very hot scene, so this is as close for right now as, but as soon as they establish more of the perimeter, they're let me come up closer. You're half awake or half asleep. I did check on tires for my truck because my back ones are getting a little bit low. And inflation is insane. So when I put tires on the truck, I don't know, was it 2 years ago or something like that? They were like $1,000 for all 4 out the door. And I was quoted, one place quoted me for the same tire, same identical everything, $1,300. And then I went to Discount Tire and they quoted me $1,500. I'm like, what is going on? But it looks like they're still kind of going in and out of the house. Doesn't look like they're too alarmed, but they are concentrating in the back side of the house here. So but super respectful. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I thought Discount Tire should be cheaper than Goodyear. I mean, they're Goodyear tires, but yeah, Ralphie, I thought about that, but I really like these tires. So I when they're not, you know, what we consider bald, even though there's still traction on them, they grab everything. And because you only have 4 points of contact with the road, I kind of like to have good tires, especially with storm chasing, driving in this stuff.
184.
Can you log me as 1941, please? I'll be right around to that gun incident.
See, they got more deputies coming out here. I don't know if they're relieving some or if they're just adding more.
Case, please. Charles 253.
I don't do winter tires. I do all-terrain tires.
I'll write it in a bit.
County 1322, dealer, Buffalo Township. 404, I'm on to it. I'm going to go to it. You can start to tell. Copy.
Oh, you're thinking about coming in? Yeah, no, come on. We're kind of having some strange weather. It rained all day and now it's snowing. So, yes, this is north on 94. So if you want to know where we are, you take 94 north out of the metro area and 20 minutes. Monticello has a nuclear power plant. I did a video where they did a drill out here and there wasn't much of it. Yep, north of Rogers. You keep going north, and then you'll run into Monticello. Yep, we're almost right between St. Cloud and the cities in Minneapolis. So it is. The crime is spreading out, right? So, like I said, in Mille Lacs County, the other night, a deputy was serving paperwork. And the person they were serving was at the end of the driveway, and someone in a house pointed a gun with a laser at the deputy. So they backed off. SWAT came in. They took everyone into custody. They sorted out. They released the ones that weren't involved, took witness statements, and the one that did that went to jail. I was up there able to catch the tail end of that. I did post the pictures and videos on Twitter. So if you guys follow, if you want to follow for more, I do post on Twitter, TikTok, and also on here on YouTube. Not much on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, but not a whole lot. Used to live in Monticello. I really like Wright County. Delano has its areas, but Delano's nice. Hey, TV. Thanks for being here. St. Michael's great, too. Everywhere in Wright County, Wright County is great. I mean, everywhere has its areas where you just know aren't great. But I don't know how long we're going to stick out this one. All right, so if you're just tuning in, this is
On the phone.
This is an incident where PD got called for a person shot in the neck. CPR was in progress. The shooter took off on foot. They set up a wide perimeter. It seems to be that the house of interest is going to be the one right here on the right with the light on above the you can see it on the door and the window there. And then you have the park that's kind of by those lights down there. The road kind of turns to the right up there, and that's initially where the person was found, is up there. So A Capital, ex bootlicker, thanks for being here. But that's the situation. The deputy that I talked to said that they possibly have someone in the backyard behind this house here that's the house of interest. And so they didn't tell me I couldn't be over here. I was to the left of the squad cars. There's a little shoveled out area by the mailboxes just off camera. Didn't tell me I couldn't be there, but they just said that they'd prefer me to be back over here by my truck, just in case there's still potential for a person with a firearm that they're trying to get. So super great, super nice. I respect that. Like, you know, he was just being real with me, and he goes, you know, as soon as they confirm it, I can go anywhere as long as it's not in a crime scene. So I've never ran into a deputy here that's they want people here. They want, even the sheriff's like, we want people filming what's going on. We want the public to know. So, and it shows. So we did see them bring some boxes or some equipment in out of the squad car that's currently in front of us, the one's closest to us. Let me see if I got any updated information for you guys. But I figured instead of just figured I'd go live, let you guys know what's going on. I haven't been live. I was planning on going live. Probably not this weekend, but probably the next weekend. I've just been covered up with work. So again, huge shout out. Okay, so here's some information out of Ramsey County. Apparently 43 minutes ago, St. Paul rollover crash eastbound I-94 east of Lexington Parkway. 2 people are walking away from the crash. It's on MnDOT camera. 2 people have reportedly carjacked another motorist and fled on eastbound I-94 Suburban with partial plate AJJ Alpha John John. Officers are in pursuit and State Patrol assistance requested. The driver continued northbound on I-35E, exited on Cayuga, then eastbound on Payne. RCSO requested for a pit. The driver hit stop sticks and officers attempted a pit maneuver to disable the vehicle. The driver was then reported to be stuck in a snowbank east of Phelan and Frank Street. Officers have the suspect now in custody. The vehicle that the suspect crashed on I-94 also confirmed stolen. So that's what was going on, Ralphie, I think, in St. Paul. That was from MN Crime on Twitter. Huge shout out to MN Crime. They have some MnDOT camera of that. So the update that I have, a suspect reportedly in custody after shooting around 8:30 p.m. south of the park that's in front of us here. So we are facing east. A victim was located with a gunshot wound to the throat, and the male suspect fled on foot. Officers from multiple agencies set up a wide perimeter in the area. And then that was at 8:30. Then 52 minutes ago, this is from MN Crime, according to scanner dispatchers, the suspect was in custody by around 10:30 p.m. There is no update as of yet on the victim's condition. So if Sheriff Derringer comes out here, we'll get confirmation. And I'll be honest. Oh, hey Pam, thanks for being in here. Even maybe one of the deputies can confirm if they know. Usually they don't get a whole lot of information, and it's hard to release information because you don't want to jeopardize the investigation. And Wright County, unlike Hennepin and Ramsey County, they'll actually keep their criminals in jail. The county prosecutor, the judge is out here. This is Monticello, Minnesota. Thanks for jumping in. Person was shot in their neck. One of the suspects taken into custody.
Responding to the staging area in Monticello.
So they got more squads, more.
Do you have your 1900 number for ERT? I think I'll be driving, so if you want to assign me one. 221, go ahead, 3. 221. Can you put me in service with 1954 and put me around to the ERT call? Yeah.
So they got more. They called in more squads, it sounds like, to come in here. So they got more deputies coming in here. Yeah, iNews is a really good source of information as well. If you guys live up in northern Minnesota, northwestern Minnesota, iNews covers a lot up in northwestern Minnesota. They do cover some stuff here in the metro too if it's major. But iNews is great for North Dakota, northwest Minnesota. Great coverage up there. Fargo areas.
In service as a negotiator.
Oh. So we have a negotiator.
And for, I believe your unit number is actually 1970, but it's not letting me log you in.
Copy. I can be 1651 if that's easier.
10 for that's.
So we got a negotiator.
126 on 3. I can be 1803 also. I just wrote the number. Will work.
So we're gonna lock on to Law 3. That seems to be the channel that they're using out here so we can hear what's going on. So it sounds like they have a negotiator here or coming here. So I know what the sheriff drives, and I haven't seen Sheriff Derringer's vehicle. So that is the house right there that they've been going in and out of. And the shooting happened somewhere. The park is down there by those lights, way down there. I was initially down there, but obviously this is closer to the scene, so I came this way. Well, according to MN Crime, they have one suspect in custody.
$3540 County on 3. 3540. No contact at the residence. Is there a phone number for the Maple Road officer? There is not. Copy. So 30 County, copy 3.
1130.
Need 1012 adult mail from the LEC to the address on Folsom. Start miles 121996.
Okay, so via
5 minutes.
St. Cloud Crime Watch, they are saying 10 minutes ago the suspect was taken into custody at their residence in Buffalo. So sounds like there was a suspect that was taken into custody in Buffalo. So that's what's always interesting about getting different information, different news feeds, but it sounds like it's interesting that they're calling in a negotiator. So we got a deputy that just arrived that's gearing up.
Channel 3.
2353.
Vehicles off the road. They're going to come back at another time and try to pull it out. They'll be contacting us for lights.
10-4, and I'm sorry, I will add that plate to the vehicle tab.
Yeah, Ralph,
I got
you're
it in.
wrong county. That's Ramsey. We're like 2 counties away from that county. I'm still trying to figure out why Bob's put out that information about the encrypted radio channels when he was
5304.
all on when Steve and I were at that standoff and
5304.
yelling at the dispatchers to go to an encrypted channel, and he's on an encrypted channel half the time anyway.
Highway 12, 5 to the south, it's unoccupied, not hazard. Making up those here.
Bringing the plate, Adam Edward Henry 351 10-4. And I'll make a map mark for that for it.
So from Crime Watch Minneapolis, they have learned that there is an investigation underway involving a Western Wisconsin funeral home that may have improperly handled cremations of bodies, given wrong remains to families, and possibly burned garbage and electronic equipment with the bodies. So there's that. So I'm trying to update you guys with so that's going on over in western Wisconsin. So that's I don't know if that's a cruise mode or patrol mode with the lights that steady burn like that. They're not super bright. What they do is you turn them on like that, and when those lights are activated like that, it does just that. It allows high visibility but without an alarm. So it looks like he is all geared up to go in. You know, I think I'm gonna try to get a different angle here. Just trying to see what the best So it looks like they're going around the back of that house. Hey, Jason G. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool angle. Sorry about that's my backup sensor. So we got a little bit different angle. So the house in question is behind the tree there. But so you can see one squad in the driveway, the one in front of the house. In the house, you can kind of see the lights there. Well, so basically they didn't really want me to come any closer to this just because there's possibly a suspect, from what they have told me, in the round the back of the house. So honestly, I'm really okay with not getting any closer than where I'm at. I mean, we're pretty much on top of the house. I mean, that's the house right there in front of us, right to the right with the lights on. We don't know any details. Four Corners report. Hey, thanks for being here. Pam, this Four Corners report, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you do news and stuff? If you guys have channels on here, put a thumbs up and one of my mods will throw in your channel. Yeah, thanks for being here. We'll definitely try to promote all you guys. The way I look at it is we're all one team out here. Might have different styles, but we're all still one team out here. Yeah, Pam's always on it. Pam doesn't sleep. So like when we were hitting it really hard, Pam was hanging in there. Pam is like, if I could make like a super mod, that would be Pam. She'd be the mod of the mods. But just a recap on what has happened on and where we're at. We're in Monticello, Minnesota. We we're on the scene of a person that got shot in their neck. Unknown condition of the victim. Suspect fled. Multiple agencies responded, along with Wright County Sheriff's Department. Set up a large perimeter. They took one suspect into custody in Buffalo. Well, we've gotten a couple different reports. We have one suspect was taken into custody at 10:30, and a possible suspect taken into custody about 20-30 minutes ago in Buffalo. So conflicting reports. And then the Sheriff's Department said they possibly have a suspect in the backyard or in the back of the residence that's just to the house that has right behind that big tree there in that pickup. So they No Name Corner, you added 3 more officers to your database today. What kind of database do you have? Is it good officers or bad officers? But so we don't know the suspect's condition. We don't know the reason for the shooting. A lot of things we don't know. Oh, facial recognition? Oh, you're going for all officers. Okay. That's cool. Hopefully your facial recognition software works better than the government's. This is going to be Wright County, so we're northwest of Minneapolis. We're the next county just northwest of Minneapolis. If you take Interstate 94 and head north, we're right between the city of Monticello. So Wright County would be the scanner. If you have a scanner in your local, it's going to be Wright County, and they're going to be on channel Law 3 for this incident. The other, I don't think it's available on like Broadcastify. I don't know, but if you do find it, it's quiet right now. There's not a lot of traffic chatter going on. If you do find it and you are hearing something, you will probably hear it about the same time you hear it on my screen because of the delay. But if it's there, let us know. Ex-bootlicker, thanks for being here. Lori, thanks for being here. But the last standoff in Wright County that we were at was a 44-hour standoff. And I didn't even go live for it. I just kept putting out shorts the whole time. But it is the house, the backyard of that house straight in front of, well, not straight in front of us. It's the house to the right in front of us, right behind that tree and that pickup truck. They've got multiple squads on in the neighborhood on the back side. They have brought some officers in on this side. They do have a crime scene. The street goes down. I don't know if you can kind of see the lights down to the left. The tactical Bobcat, yeah, you're right, Ralphie. Where do we see that? Was that Prior Lake? That was different. That was Bloomington. Bloomington actually came up here for that 44-hour standoff. They had who was it? They had Wright County. They had a bunch of cities out of Wright County. I think they had some Hennepin County. Let's see. Crystal, Robbinsdale, New Hope. And I don't believe it was a Wright County deputy that shot that suspect. I believe it was Hennepin County officers.
11:30, County Channel 3. 11:30. 10-8 N miles 122002. I'll switch back to the main. Ever.
So one officer or deputy just cleared. Good night. Thanks for being here. If you're heading out, make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out. Appreciate you for being here. Does help boost us in the algorithm a little bit. Shot spotter activation in Minneapolis. 9 rounds detected. The 3100 block of Morgan. That's in the city of Minneapolis, which is Minneapolis. Hey Rick, remember the... Yes, Monticello, Wright County, Minnesota. We're right between Minneapolis and St. Cloud, Minnesota. You don't have anything on your channel? Yeah, it's actually pretty quiet. So they're on, if you have a scanner, it's gonna be County Law 3 for Wright County. If you're using an app, I don't know if the apps have that. That's why I ended up just buying a scanner, because there's certain things that like Broadcastify and stuff doesn't have. Like Duluth isn't available on any of the scanner apps. I think the L tax and M tax aren't on the apps as well. So we just had another deputy pull up. Looks like we have a SWAT officer there. Looks like we have another SWAT officer that just pulled up, trying to gear up. So they have backup lights in their light bar. That's kind of interesting. Tune back in over here. Hey Pamela. Yep, no kitty prints. They're all inside. They spent a lot of time outside over the last few days. They actually like to go out in the snow and the rain and stuff. They don't does not bother them at all.
$1803, call me, copy, Channel 3. I was informed that staging has moved to Montisippi Park. There's 3 of us right now at the middle park parking lot. Okay.
Okay, so the staging area is gonna be, they're down at the left. Yes, Mississippi or River Street, West River Street. Sorry, I was messaging. Any new cat team scandals? My cat team or Fletcher's cat team, Ralphie? We don't know. I mean, so we're getting reports that they took a suspect into custody at 10:30. We got another report they took a suspect in custody in Buffalo, and they're still searching for a suspect apparently. And the main focus of interest is behind this house. Ralphie. No update on my cat team. They're just doing their thing. They did get a mouse 2 or 3 weeks ago. Can't release that video yet. It's still active investigation. The coroner will release the identity of the mouse later. Yeah, well, so SWAT has all their vehicles down at the other end. So here's what we can do. We either can go down by staging and lose the area where we're at, or we can stay here where they're primarily focused at. let me see.
Hold on, County answered. Police Service 1943 with 2878 en route to Monty.
So you got 2 more officers coming. So that's again, if you're just tuning in, that is the house just on the other side of the pickup truck with the door and the light on above it, just to the right. So again, the information we have is possibly 2 suspects in custody, 1 still on the loose, and the main focus is behind that house with the lights on. So another deputy arriving. We should hear them check in. I'm across the street in a driveway. So again, Wright County has always been super cool. The sheriff wants things recorded and reported. So it's very nice that and refreshing. So we just had 2 more deputies. How's it going? I'm live.
What's that?
I'm live.
How are you?
Yeah, here. All right, guys. So very pleasant deputy talked to me. They have ERT coming in, and they worried about possible crossfire, so they're just asking me to move, so you know, I don't get any extra holes in me, which I'll be honest, I really appreciate. He doesn't know if Sheriff Derringer's coming out, but he did give me, see, I'm just sliding all over here, but we're gonna go down to the other side. He did give me, they're gonna get me as close as they can, so and you know what, I respect him. He wasn't yes, they're emergency response team, so they're just worried about gunfire. They're worried about me getting hit, which I appreciate. It's not that I absolutely had to leave, but I am looping around, so we're going to the other side now, kind of where they're staging and stuff. There you go, guys. So I was doing 25 miles an hour. That's how the roads are. But Wright County, again, they're not chasing me out because they don't want the filming. They're just worried about crossfire, and I super respect that. It was raining most of the day here, and then I had a report around 2 o'clock in Buffalo that it started to turn into snow. So this is where they're staging. There's no shelter-in-place order issued as of yet, but they did expand the perimeter, so we'll get out here, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Apparently the vehicle up here is involved, so we'll get some shots of that as well. So unlike other agency that don't tell you anything, Wright County's pretty sharing anything they can. It is a wet, nasty snow. So we're not going to go past here. So they did tell me that vehicle, yes, there is a park to my left. So apparently this is where the scene of the shooting happened. They're pointing over in that area as well. And you can see their crime suppression unit, I think, is on there. And where those flashing lights are, that's in the area where we were sitting. So you can kind of see where we're at. We just have a report of person shot in his neck. That's all we have of right now. I've gotten 2 different reports. MN Crime reported that they took a suspect into custody at 10:30. St. Cloud Crime Watch reported they took a suspect into custody in Buffalo. Unknown if the person is alive or deceased at this point. Hey, good morning from the UK. But this is still a very hot, active crime scene. They have their ERT team negotiators coming in on the back side of that house. Park is to, well, there's I think a park in front of us, and then off to the left there's an open field. Yes, it is rain and snow. It is really nasty out. So all the guys that live stream from California and Southern California, they don't get all this funness that we get out here in Minnesota. We're currently in Wright County, in Monticello, Minnesota. We're halfway between St. Cloud and Minneapolis. I do want to point out this: professional integrity, fairness, and caring. And I'll be honest with you, the sheriff out here in Wright County actually lives by that, and so do his deputies. Are they getting slammed with rain in California? It's rain like 4 times a year out there, something like that. It's kind of like how many nice days we get here in Minnesota. Pretty much be have transparency. There's not too many out here that do this. We had a snowflake hit the camera lens. Yes, there is a nuclear power plant here. I was actually, there was another standoff actually with a guy, and I was talking to a trooper, and he informed me that when it gets really, really cold out, the steam from the power plant makes nuclear snow. Pamela, it's probably not wind noise, it's probably noise from the engine. But the deputy did tell me that that car is involved, and so that's why I came down here. Plus, just in case there's shots fired or anything. So you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear the crackling. There's some high voltage wires up there. Oh, thanks for the $5. Yes, definitely helps with the gas. I do appreciate it. You can hear the crackling of the high voltage lines. See, there's a deputy down there. So there's possibly a suspect somewhere back behind those houses over there. We're gonna jump back in the truck because I don't know if they're gonna have K9 come out or what their plan is. Ruth, thank you so much. I appreciate all your guys' donations. I really do. I did make 12 cents on that TikTok live stream that I did. It's big money. I think TikTok 1099 me for that 12 cents as well. So I think pretty sure I have to pay taxes on that 12 cents that they gave me on that live stream. Oh, hey, thanks for tuning in from Brazil. The one that got banned. Oh, you know what? I haven't banned or released that yet. I was supposed to do that months ago, wasn't I? Let's see if we can turn off my backup sensors here. I really can't see much down there, can we? Oh, Charles, yeah. No, I really haven't gone anywhere. I uploaded a bunch of shorts. I've been contributing on Twitter and TikTok too as well. So, and I've been... Sorry for the yawn, guys. I gotta be up at 6 o'clock, so we're probably not gonna stick around out here too long. Just because, you know, that's 5 hours from now. Yeah, the shorts, the lives are lives. I know a few people have messaged me asking if I was okay with everything. I have been. I've been. Well, see, and it's already 7 in the UK. Might as well just stay up. I'll go get some coffee and energy drinks, right? Although I did find out that you guys can gift memberships to other people. So if you guys, I don't know yet how to do that. I did see that that's a possibility. So if you guys are interested in checking in on that. Orlando, I have a friend that's heading to Orlando. They're on their way right as we speak. I think they pulled off for the night though. But yeah, we'll start hitting it every weekend. I'm gonna try and do Friday and Saturdays. How is the weather in Orlando right now? The weather's beautiful. That's awesome. No, we are in Wright County, Minnesota right now. We're halfway between St. Cloud and the Twin Cities. A city called Monticello, 49 degrees. It's probably not snowing either like it is here. Illinois the state of Illinois just passed a ton of restrictions on firearms. In the UK where you are, it's down to -5 Celsius, 26. Thanks for converting that over to Fahrenheit for all of us here in the United States. Yeah, Illinois is there. A lot of sheriffs have come out and said they will not enforce it. I think the governor just said that he'll send state police in. Funny thing about that, and the reason I bring it up is here in Wright County, the sheriff here in Wright County during the lockdown, sorry, I was reading a message, I'm looking for updates as well. He told the state that he will not enforce the lockdowns. He will not force businesses to close. And if they send state actors in, he will arrest them. Because he says he doesn't need to wait for the Supreme Court to determine that it is unconstitutional. Sheriff Derringer was elected by his county to do his job and protect his citizens that live in his county. And he swore an oath to protect their constitutional rights. So for me, I was truly refreshed to hear that. I think we need more people to stand up. Sao Paulo. I've been to Sao Paulo. That's a busy city. If you're in Brazil, I worked for a company called Rontan. Although Portuguese, it's a little bit different. It's I think it's Rontan, and basically our company that I worked for, I was their technical advisor for North America. But all the lights that you see on the squad cars, that's what they manufactured and sold. So pretty much almost all the lights you see in Brazil, I think they sell about 90% of the market for all emergency vehicle lighting. They build the state police cars. I mean, they basically roll them in and they come out completely outfitted. They do the graphics and everything. It's an amazing plant they have. They're in a small town called Tatuí, which I think is about 2 hours northwest of São Paulo. It is, it's pretty awesome, actually. I was very blessed to go and be part of that. They flew me down there for a week and got to take part of that. It was super cool. The one thing I loved, the roads are absolutely horrible. If you've seen earlier on the stream, I was doing about 25 miles an hour and I slid 75 feet. So the interstates are pretty okay. MnDOT's been out salting, plowing, but anything other than the interstates, just be super careful. You're not going to stop or turn. No, Pamela, I don't have the PayPal link up yet. I'm going to work on the PayPal link, and then I'll look at some other avenues of donating as well. Checking for updates. Give me a second. I don't have any updates. And the radio's super quiet. Let me take it off channel 3. Channel 3 is for this incident primarily. Now that they have their ERT team, they probably moved to an encrypted channel. I think Cash App does take a cut, but it's a very, very, very small portion. The Wright County plow guys don't have a clue. I mean, it rained all day here in the metro area. All day. And then it turned to snow. I got a report that in Buffalo, I think around 2-3 o'clock, it turned to snow. I know closer to the Twin Cities, it was around sunset, right after sunset. The Fire Channel, I don't know if I have. Let me see what I got in here. Got Stearns, so we're monitoring Stearns, but Stearns is all encrypted as far as I know. They went encrypted. Sheriff Derringer did say he does not want to go encrypted because he believes that the public should know what's going on. Again, Sheriff Derringer out here in Wright County is super constitutional. Got a bunch of stuff in here. Albertville Fire, I have it all on avoid because I mean there's only so much you can listen to. Buffalo Fire, Clearwater Fire, Clearwater PW, County courts. Let's stop avoiding county emergency, EMS, county ERT. Got a bunch of fire tax in here. So I programmed everything out here, but are you out here? If you're out here in Wright County and you have a scanner, let me know if you're hearing something or you have a channel that you recommend us or me monitoring. That's a good talk around channel that I can hear things on. I just don't get to Wright County a whole lot unless it's a major incident. You picked it up on hyperscale? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have it programmed. I just have it set to avoid just because if you're listening to everything, you'll miss everything. There's another streamer. What is their channel? I shared them. They do Anoka County, so they go out and they go kind of the same thing. It's a guy and girl that go out, but they primarily stay in Anoka County. No updates on this at all. I've checked St. Cloud Crime Watch, and I've also checked... Oh, yes, and their dog. I was actually listening to their stream. Was it last night they were out? MN Scanner Live. That's it. That is the channel. Thank you, Pamela G. They have their puppy that rides along with them in the back seat. They have actually have an older body style, the one generation older than mine. I actually had that same truck when I was down in Georgia. I absolutely love that truck. Yep, red Chevy Silverado. We call it the cat eye version because their headlights are slanted. But that was an awesome truck. I think I had about 400,000 on that truck too when I got rid of that one. Or right around. These trucks tend to last for a long time. Although this one I've had, obviously the lifter issues that come with the cylinder management system. And that was a mandate from the federal government for emissions control. Broadcastify is dead. Ralphie, are you not hearing anything in St. Paul? Yeah, my stepdad gave it to me. Oh, gotta love trolls. I'm scanning, and it's just, with these type of situations, they're a hurry up and wait. And if they switched over to a encrypted channel.
6140 county on 30.
There we go.
30? 1, 4, not sure if the main's open or not, but you start next available is my location for a pullout.
Center, the main is open.
Yeah.
All right, so they got
Do we have a plate on that vehicle?
a vehicle in the ditch. They're calling for a tow truck to pull them out of the ditch. That is very true, Captain Midnight. That is very true. Although I think Steve loves his trolls more than I do. Stearns County, so St. Cloud's all encrypted. So going up there to film like I wanted to, it probably won't happen a whole lot unless we have a major incident where they go to LTAC. Brooklyn Center has had a bunch of shooting calls. It's just nonstop all over. If you guys, you know, the problem with encrypting the mains, it doesn't allow us to get information out to you guys for your safety. So when we hear about safety all the time, this is not, you know, it by the FBI having the BCA force these agencies to encrypt their mains, it's putting the community in danger. Capital Transparency was in here earlier. I don't know if you're still here. We're gonna sit here for till probably about 1:20, and then we're gonna call it a night. Wright County does have encrypted channels, but they're going to be like the SWAT channels. Are you live patrol or live on patrol with Bob? You know, I haven't talked to John, Rowdy Podcast. Rowdy, he said last time I talked to him was, I'm going to say 6 months ago. And he said that he was going to get back into it. Now, yeah, with Pat and Bob. I'm the one that he calls a stalker all the time. They lost my train of thought. I'm getting tired. I think that the encryption though is just, it's absolutely horrible. Although I did talk to a Hopkins officer, I think it was a lieutenant, and he told me that they do have scanners that can break that. Oh, Rowdy, thanks Pamela. Yeah, so I talked to Rowdy, and he had mentioned that he's going to get back into it, and I haven't talked to him lately. I know he was busy doing contracting, so hopefully he'll get back into it pretty soon. Yeah, they blocked me on Facebook too, which did they block you on YouTube or on Facebook? So here's the thing, it's actually illegal for them to be blocking people. They're a government agent. So for me, if I block you on both, they blocked you on YouTube as well. It's illegal. It goes back to the whole Supreme Court. There's Supreme Court case ruling on this. You can sue them. They're a government agent. It's a government channel. It's run all by tax money. They can't block people unless you're threatening them. I mean, there has to be a significant public safety threat. And you're right, Pamela. We the people, we own their channel. We own their cars. We own all of that. It's all. This is why you can take and use any of their footage, and it's there's no copyright because it's government data. He's creating a government record, which it's been, I'm going to say close to a year now almost, and I still haven't got the data I requested. I requested analytics on his YouTube and Facebook. I also requested a list of people he blocked on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube's super easy. If I go into my YouTube, I can pull up the people that have been blocked. It's easy. You can take a screenshot, you can take a picture of it, you just show me what it is. Like, these aren't hard. AX Bootlicker, been in here a while, appreciate you. But they can't do that. It's just, he treats it like it's his personal channel, and it's not. Now, if he did have a personal channel, then he can block you because it's a personal channel. But because it's government, he can't do that. But Bob thinks he can do what he wants. FS, you are 100% right. The remedy, like exactly when I was at the open house and they weren't allowing me to go in there and film. No, actually, FS, when you sue them for records, they actually have to, and you win, they have to pay you back for your court costs and your legal fees. So you will get reimbursed for that. But I mean, do you really have the time to do that? Do you have money to pay an attorney? Because they're not going to do it pro bono. You're going to have to pay them. Federal, Supreme Court, federal. Our state Supreme Court is actually pretty, there's things I don't agree with a lot of rulings in our state, but they're pretty good on First Amendment. We do actually have state laws that protect journalists. We have a shield law. Well, Steve, yeah, Capitol wasn't there. It was just me. So I'm working on what happened with that whole incident. Crimes were committed that day at their open house, and I wasn't the one that committed them. Those signs weren't legal. They couldn't stop me from coming in. Yelp review. I mean, you could do a Yelp review. They'll probably delete it. No, so the cops are actually working two scenes. One is to the right. Now they're bringing obviously some of their gear back over to that car. So they're at that car from earlier on the stream. They're working the scene of the where that car was parked, and then they're working another scene where they possibly have a suspect at those houses to the left. So we got two different scenes over here, and that's why I'm trying to show kind of both of them, right? But it is 1:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not going to be able to to stick out here for the duration of this. I really wish I could. But you guys can always shoot me an email. I'll try to respond. I've been super swamped with work. Hopefully work's going to slow down for me, and then we can really get back into this. But to be honest with you guys, bills, we all know bills are real. Eggs are crazy expensive. Oh, speaking of eggs, I think it was Monticello here in Wright County, I think had the second or the largest egg distribution plant. Just joking. Nah, they probably throw snowballs back at me. I'm not into that. You can't get away here fast enough. The roads are all icy. But yeah, that plant went up amongst a bunch of other manufacturing plants. I don't remember if this. I think this is one with a fire. There's just so much that's going on, and it's amazing how much everything gets affected. But it's just insane. And then a lot of cities don't allow you to have chickens or hens to have your own eggs, or enough to make it worth it, right? Like, I know some cities only allow you to have 2 or 3. I'm going to check for an update. And then I will be so possible second or third suspect. That's the only update I have from MN Crime. They just posted there's still a large police presence. But that is all I have for an update. Let's see. Oh, let's see. So, St. Cloud Crime Watch just posted 12 minutes ago. Thank you for mentioning me as well. So, pretty sure that they went to an encrypted channel. So if you're watching St. Cloud Crime Watch, appreciate you for being here. And MN Crime. Again, we're all work together on this stuff. They work behind the scenes, and I get out in the field. So, anyway, guys, most of those people that hold signs Donald are fake. So, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. We'll watch for a press release probably roughly once this gets over. Wright County's pretty good about getting information out. I really wasn't gonna go live, but I was hoping this would have resolved sooner than this. But the last one we were at in Wright County, it was 44 hours. And there's no way I'm sticking out here and doing a live stream for 44 hours.
Did just send out a cops pickup and hold for domestic assault for that party, and I had a correction on the first name. It's going to be Justin, not Dustin. I'll add it to the bulletin.
Sorry.
Well, guys, appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. Sorry I haven't been live. I've just been swamped with work, and I get off and I want to go live. But I end up passing out and going to sleep. And the weather has just been horrible. And Steve, Capital Transparency, went out. And he one night, and the roads were just terrible. He couldn't even get to calls, and that's the other problem. We got to weigh out, right? Like, getting the information out there, is it worth us being out in weather like this? Because if we can't even get to the calls, or we get into an accident, or something happens, like, is it worth it, right? And that's some of the other reasons I don't go out. Oh, Pamela, yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, look, there's no hard feelings if you're in another channel. I mean, I've jumped into other channels and you're in there. I don't know, you like do like 10 channels at once. I don't know how you do it, Pamela. And you're modding for everybody. And the main thing, she has 160K plus. What am I doing wrong? So just to give you guys an idea, and Patreon. Okay, you know, maybe I gotta start shooting videos of the cat team. Is that the way I get my viewers up? Is I gotta show pictures of the cat team, or what? Yeah, Pamela, who is she? You want to share? Look, Pamela's cheating on us. Just letting all you guys down. All right, Pamela, we're all sitting here waiting for you. You gonna spill it? Hey, yes, thank you, Pamela. If you do go there, Pamela will kick you out. So it does look like they're searching for stuff right in there. Ex-bootlegger, what happens every year? You mean in the wintertime it slows down? The crime has not slowed down in the Twin Cities. It's just, it's hard to get to all of it. That's honestly why I was checking for new tires, because with the amount of weight that I carry in the truck, I shouldn't have problems. So if I'm having problems and I'm sliding around, if you guys don't drive a vehicle that's, you know, has good tires and everything, you know, it's not good. Boycott just subscribed. See, Pamela, you're getting more people over to her channel. But I do have 37.7 thousand on TikTok. Those are the snow tires you like. I know a lot. I've had a few of my clients telling me to do snow tires. I'm like, you know, I don't even rotate my tires like I should. I doubt that I'd be switching summer tires to snow tires. Ralphie, just don't go over there. If you need Pamela to define misbehaving to you, just don't go there. Just don't go to her channel. Studded tires are illegal in Minnesota, ex-bootlicker. You know, it hasn't, you know, the thought has crossed my mind a few times. Let's see. All right, Pamela, just go ahead and block Ralphie on our channel now, because we all know what's going to happen. I don't know if Ralphie can behave. Well, guys, I appreciate you for being here. I love all you guys that are in here. We're one hell of a team out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Yeah, Pamela. Oh, good luck to you. Good luck over there. Just I give her a heads up. If you know her, send her a message and just let her know that to watch out. Chains. Yeah, but you can't go fast with chains on. Ruth, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here. It's still a large presence. They're still processing the crime scene. Although it does look like they're slowly wrapping up. And it does look like they're still down at that house where we were sitting. So watch. I'll probably put something in the description of this, but I'll probably put something also on the community page as well. This was a person that got shot in the neck, one suspect. We've got reports that 1 to 2 suspects are in custody and possibly a third on the loose. They have the area pretty much secured and locked down still. Behind the house we were sitting in front of, just on the other side of that squad earlier, but they did ask me to clear out just because they weren't sure if the suspect was armed, and they just didn't want me to leave Wright County with more holes in me than I came with. So even though I do wear a vest, my vest does not stop rifle rounds. It's only level 3A. So it's the same vest that law enforcement uses. I get it from a law enforcement supplier. But level 3As do not stop armor piercing, and they do not stop rifle rounds. But they stop pretty much everything else. And I'll tell you right now, you just don't want to be hit. It's equivalent to, from people that I've talked to that have been shot in their vest, it's equivalent to a major league batter taking the bat and swinging at you in your chest. So it's not pleasant, to say the least. Anyway, guys, I'm signing out. Appreciate you for being here. Big shout out to St. Cloud Crime watchers on Twitter, and MN Crime on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you guys want to know what's going on, they're great site, St. Cloud Crime Watch. They cover pretty much Wright County. They try to get some of St. Cloud, but due to encryption now, they can't get a whole lot. So we get the information out. All of us do. I mainly pay attention to Twitter on that. Captain Midnight, are you going live out here? You taking over for me? Oh, if you got a drone, that would be awesome. I had a drone. I got rid of it, mainly because I think I left it outside one winter, and the weather took care of that for me. But it was a cheap Walmart drone, so I wasn't too heartbroken over that. I don't think, this is Wright County, not Minneapolis. I don't think they'll shoot the drone out of the air, but I don't know what you're gonna get in this weather, to be honest with you. Yeah, these roads are pure ice underneath the slushy snow. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I'm gonna go home, try to get some sleep. Might swing by Quick Trip and get some soup. Well, the main interstates are good, but the side streets are pretty horrible. Yeah, they're pretty horrible. All right, guys, you have a wonderful night. If you got to travel tomorrow morning, I just wouldn't. I mean, there I was going 5 miles an hour and just slid 10 feet, so. Oh, yes, good call, Ralphie. Apple fritters are the way to go. So, when I'm not in St. Paul, these are not casing lights, these are deer spotter lights. So, you guys have a great night. Drive safe tomorrow if you're in this area. But, again, usually you guys can... Yeah, I'll have to get some of the furry ones. Maybe I'll release the footage. Maybe we can release that footage of them catching the mouse. I think that investigation's wrapped up. Or speed lights, Ralphie. Yeah, there you go. There's the warp speed lights. Well, you guys take care. And like I said, be careful tomorrow on your way into work. Jason with Minnesota News Now out.